So it's my privilege and honor to introduce the next speaker. This is a story about hope. This is a story about a very fine family, a story about a great mom and dad. It's about helping a sick kid to get better. It's about thinking differently. It's about a 9-year-old thinking differently. It's about learning public speaking and relationship building and negotiating. And it's about learning young what sadly most of us take our whole life to learn. I was so moved just about the opportunity and possibility to do this introduction that I wrote a little introductory poem, and it goes like this. Days gone by remembering when, riding my bike, going back in time, the joy of youth, the hope of truth, oh, the carefree life at 9. Sorry. It's really bad when you can't read your own writing. What's the matter with kids today, and who'll step up to save us? We thank the stars for one like this, the extraordinary Sydnie Bayles. Please join me in welcoming her to the stage.
As you now know, my name is Sydnie Catherine Bayles. I have been doing Alex's Lemonade Stand for the past 8 years since I was 2, and I just celebrated my 10th birthday yesterday. Pause for clapping. I think I've had lemonade in my veins from an early age, thanks to my parents, because they used to love to torture me by giving me lemon wedges to suck on just to see the face I would make as a result. And it goes a little like this. At the age of 2, it is possible to get mad at your parents for not listening to you. I learned that the hard way. Here's the story. My mom, some of you may know her, she's the proud and crazy one over there. So she came home from a meeting with Jay Scott, Alex's dad, and told my dad that she could not do her speech because she was right after Jay and thought what he spoke about was so touching because her mom, my Nuna, just died of cancer and so did Alex. She wondered if there was anything she could do with her grief. I think I heard lemonade and somehow knew what it was because then I said lemonade. At the age of 2, I obviously didn't have very good grammar. My parents must have been confused because they were staring at me quizzically. This is what I mean when I say, you parents don't listen to us at the age of 2. Then I showed them who's boss by saying, I said lemonade. And the rest is history. I mean, we started doing a lemonade stand to help Alex's. We started small with just our family, but over the past 8 years, it has been steadily increasing in size, both in the amount of money we raise and the amount of people who help out. So far, I've trained over 100 volunteers to help our stand, selling raffle tickets, working at the counters, baking, and donating items to raffle off. I like training new people and seeing them get inspired to help make a difference. And they always seem to come back, which makes my job easier. 2 summers ago was one of our most challenging seasons. And that's self-inflicted because I'm a little crazy and overzealous and wanted to reach a 7-year total of $100,000 by the end of that summer. Not only did I hit that goal, but I exceeded it by about $6,000. So this past summer, I decided to be even crazier and set a goal to raise $50,000 in just 1 summer. I knew I had to do things differently, so what did I do? I partnered up with Susie Swirl and created my Western Wing. It was great to fly out to Chicago and help them kick off their month-long fundraiser. I'm sorry to say that Susie Swirl could not be here with us today, but it's because of people like them they have helped me be a top 100 fundraiser for the past 5 years. I also wrote letters to former clients asking them to match or increase their donation. And I told my mom if she asked her clients for gift cards for me to raffle off, that I would handwrite each of them a thank you note. And you know how hard that is for 10-year-olds, so it was a pretty good bargain. But I'd also like to say thank you in person to anyone from Texas Roadhouse, the Rose Group, P.F. Chang's, Legal Seafoods, Dave & Buster's, Green Turtle, Buffalo Wild Wings. If you're from one of these companies, please stand up. And if you know anyone from the Susie Swirl team, or you know Sue or Kathleen, please stand up. Stay up, everyone. If you're from these companies, stand up. And give me a whoop, 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 whoop. Sadly, I have not yet reached my crazy goal. But the year is not over. The good news is we have raised over $120,000 in the past 8 years. This money helps pay for research grants and travel expenses for children who are going through treatment. And there are a lot of kids who are going through treatment. Did you know that 720 new kids are affected by cancer each day? And that cancer is the leading cause of death by disease for children under the age of 15? And to make matters worse, funding for pediatric cancer is getting cut. That just seems unfair to me. But I don't want to be a downer. Instead, let's celebrate that Alex's has raised more than $65 million and has funded more than 350 cutting-edge research projects. These efforts help speed up bringing in the latest, most promising, life-saving treatments for kids who are going through cancer treatment. People ask me why I spend so much time raising money for Alex's when I don't have cancer myself. The reality is because I can, and it's so much fun. I can spend this time so kids battling cancer can focus on fighting their own battles and getting healthy. I've met some awesome kids who have won the battle against cancer thanks to Alex's. Kids like Patrick, who lost a leg to cancer, yet he skis better than his older brother. And Cole, who is a 6-year brain cancer survivor and who is more positive than anyone I know. These are just a few kids who I consider my hero. And although I never met Alex, she's my biggest hero. I admire how she started Alex's lemonade stand while she was so sick and had a goal of raising $1 million to help other kids. She did just that with the help of Volvo 2 weeks before she passed away at the age of 8. I'd like to show you a short clip so you can get to know Alex a little better.
Butterflies always make me think of Alice. Alex Scott, the lemonade girl. Hi, my name is Alex.
She amazed us right from the beginning.
She was funny and smart, so cute with that high-pitched voice.
I feel good.
You feel good?
I feel bad sometimes. The doctors looked her over and said she was sick.
And so they came in and told us that she had a tumor wrapped around her spine.
And that's when I just fell apart.
When life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
She started, asking about having a lemonade stand.
She wanted to help other kids with cancer.
And she said, I'm not keeping the money, I'm giving it to my hospital.
Please come to my lemonade stand.
There was traffic in our front yard, down the whole street.
Lemonade!
Yeah, they were amazed. $12,000 from a lemonade stand.
I raise money.
For what?
Cancer research.
I said, Alex, you're going to raise $1 million. How are you going to do that?
And she said, if other people help me, I think I can do it.
She wanted other kids to help. Kids like me to have their own lemonade stand. We held a lemonade stand and raised $26. We raised $14. Please accept this money. I hope we help you.
This one stand has turned into over 20,000 stands.
My friends helped me because I wasn't feeling good.
You could just see her slipping away. It was sad and it was terrifying.
We had 7.5 years to say goodbye. So we appreciate it every day.
Lemonade! Lemonade! donate. Fight childhood cancer. One cup at a time.
We really didn't have a choice but continue it.
Alex's lemonade stand!
This is bigger than her. This is about curing childhood cancer.
Certainly one of the biggest shots in the arm for pediatric cancer research worldwide.
Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation has now funded more than 200 research projects and has raised more than $50 million, dollars that are also used to help improve the quality of life and care of patients and help families with travel expenses.
Well, Alex's Lemonade will help any family with a child with cancer.
You know, the work that they're doing, you know, is saving his life.
It's helping people.
Her legacy lives on. What she started will live on.
We love you, Alex!
She's making people believe that there's hope and that we can find a cure for cancer.
Now, don't you wish you had tissues? Which brings me to my next goal. One of the dads at my school, named Lance Heft, told me that he believed I too could raise $1 million, but by the time I graduate high school. And you know what I say to that? 3 simple words: bring it on. But I don't want to leave you thinking that Alex's is the only charity out there that needs help. I may be young, but I am not naive. What I hoped you learned through the sharing of my story is that if I, by the age of 9, have raised $120,000 for my charity of choice, imagine what we all could do if we picked a cause and ran with it. It might be No Kid Hungry, which I chose as my holiday donations last Christmas. You guys are doing great. Or Parkinson's, or AIDS, or animals. Whatever gets you fired up, go for it. Please join me in setting crazy goals. And if anyone tries to tell you it is impossible, don't let them bring you down. You can do anything you set your mind to, regardless of how young or old you are. As Alex Scott always said, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. If you want to learn more, you can go to my fundraising page you can go to Alex's Lemonade Stand's website, or you can email me, or you can go to my fundraising page to keep track on where I stand on my goal. Does anyone have any questions? Thank you. Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate being able to be here with you all. Please come visit us at the lemonade stand. We have set it outside. The lemonade is whatever you think is appropriate a donation. And thank you so much. Thank you.
So that was wonderful, and you've obviously inspired all of us. And
Thank
tissues
you.
would be nice.
Yeah.
And someone wants to, I believe, buy a glass of lemonade, but maybe he wants to come over and tell you about it.
Okay. Hello.
Is this on? Yeah.
It is.
My name's Stephen.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
You just got a $1,000 handshake.
Thank you.
And Sydnie, this is a donation from us to your lemonade stand as well, to keep you going on your goal.
Just 1 second. Thank you.
There's your next generation of leadership. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.